probably want to start packing and stuff while that's going on. So we wanted to do this before the bow and arrow competition. There were a couple of people, individuals who stood out to us on this camping trip for different reasons, for different families. And we had some awards and we talked about it, like, you know, who would get the, you know, award for best this, best that. And we didn't tell you ahead of time because we just wanted you to be yourselves, and then we would kind of see how it all went. So,
well, now we know for next time.
Now you know for next time. So there's always like dynamics that sort of naturally happen in a camping trip. Like, you know, it's very interesting. You see like the first day everyone's getting used to the place. Second day everyone was more comfortable. Third day you start developing like your own games. Things start to happen. And first of all, we thought we would give overall camping spirit award. So this is the overall camping spirit award right here. There's a little pen on it. And this goes to the family who, you know, no matter what happened, they were all cool with everything. They were the ones who, you know, made the most out of everything. That's what camping's all about. You get out there, sometimes it's not going to be the way that, you know, like things go great, and sometimes things don't go so great, but you make the most out of it and you learn from it. And two things happened, and this is why I want to give it to this family. One, when we all went to the hike, and Tayyiba's family got lost, and we didn't all work out. They didn't make it there, but they came back. They made the most out of it. And even though Noor wanted to go to the watercolor workshop and she didn't end up going, she ended up painting while she was here to make up for it. And I thought that spirit was awesome, to be like, you know what, I didn't make it, and instead of crying about it and pouting, I'm gonna just paint over here and make the most out of it. And I was like, oh, I wonder how they're gonna be when we get back. And Tayyiba was like, you know what, it's all for the best. And so I think the best camping spirit award goes to Tayyiba's family. I'm gonna give it It's actually the Mama Wilderness Award. We've been carrying around her babies the whole time. So that's the Mama Wilderness Award family. And this was really hard to choose, by the way. There was like a lot of people that stood out to us. So we only have 4 awards, so as you can imagine, this is a very difficult one. Alright, next award. This is the Leading the Way Award. So this goes to the person who took charge and said, and kept coming and was like, hey, you know what? We want to, I want to help, what can I do, what can I do? And this individual kept going, getting water, coming back. Not only that, without even asking them, they came out and started, like you know, ideally in my head I was like, we could do a campfire program, and then it got really busy, and this individual came out and started a game with everyone and kept it going all night, and kind of paved the path. Would you like to add on to that?
He was the champ.
Yeah, he was a big champ, and we'd like to give this award to Adil for leading.
Yay!
So that was just Adil. And I'm sure all of you noticed, but he was out there, and Abdurrahman, we'd like to also give him a round of applause too. We had one award. Adil was here longer than you, but Abdurrahman was a big help as well. And they were always there every morning. What do you need? And they were behind the scenes, running around and doing a lot of stuff. And it wouldn't have been possible without these guys. So we really want to thank them.
Any speech, Adil?
You know, just like taking charge and being like, hey, let's play a game, let's do this, let's do that. And he was all about that. And you know, I'm really proud of him and wanted to acknowledge that.
Can you give him the award after we're done unpacking?
Yeah.
Can you take it back? Yeah, I think that would be the best.
Put their things in their cars.
I said it a couple of times, but if I had a son, I hope he grows up like him.
Inshallah, you will have
Oh, yeah, inshallah you will. Maimuna's going to be so proud. I know. Okay, that's my boy.
So we noticed a certain person stood out when we're like, you know what, when we think of like, you know, being around the campfire and clean up and stuff like that, there was something that happened here and it really stood out to us. And when this person was the sheriff, he went and he personally made it his responsibility and went and he actually took dishes from everyone and started cleaning them. And it was like way beyond the task of the sheriff, but just taking that humbleness and that charge and being like, you know what, I'm going to help everyone out and I'm going to help keep this place clean. that award goes to Azim.
Yep.
For we put a raccoon on there because they like to make a mess. And so we gave him the campfire cleanup award, and I wrote cleanup in a messy way too. So, there you go, Azim. Good job. All right, and this award is the Campfire Entertainer Award. Now, although we weren't much around the campfire at night, we were in the kitchen, we were listening to everything going on around. And Noor, would you stand up? Noor? Yep. Oh, stand up, Noor. We heard from a lot of people that Noor kept on coming up with games as well and facilitating Mafia, and she came up with a couple other games. And campfire is a really important part of camping and having that bond and that entertainment and building that bridge between everyone by inviting people in to play games and coming up with ideas. And we wanted to thank Noor for coming up with games and being part of that campfire spirit and being like, hey, let's do this and let's play this game and facilitate that. And so Noor, you win the Campfire Entertainer Award. There's a bunch, and I have to tell you, there was a bunch of other, like we had 4, and I was like, I could come up with like 12 awards easily, but we didn't bring them with us. So we're like, now we know next time how many more awards we would bring, because we were like, the person who finds the most things award, Mr. Detective Award, would go to Isa over here if we had that. And I actually, like, I was telling a lot of people, like, you know, being, like, I would love to just like hang out with Isa for a day, because I love doing the same thing he does. Like, hey, let's look at this roly-poly. Like, I want to just look at a roly-poly all day. And he found, when we were, when you guys were all on the hike, he found a centipede and a millipede, and they were both poisonous.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and he found it, and I was like, so cool, because most people just walk through and they're like, you know what, I'm just gonna look here and there, but he actually looks for things and helps us find nature, and I wanted to thank him for that, for being our awesome little Mr. Detective Award. Yeah. The other person that was, I'm sure a lot of you noticed, and I this is like really hard, like I said, there's so many people that sit out, and I'm just mentioning a few, but Lena was always greeting everyone, always saying, you know, it's okay, things will be, like, she's always like everyone's little sunshine, running around being like friendly with everyone and welcoming everyone, and just having that warm personality that kind of glued everyone together, and it was just a really special thing, and I want to just say that about Lena, and we don't have an award for that, but, you know, I just wanted to sort of recognize her for that.
You know, and she calmed down Zaid every time Zaid cried on this camping trip. She was the one that wasn't paying attention. She would just come and she would start distracting him while I was trying to put his jacket on, while I was trying to get something ready. And at the end, when I would look up, I'm like, oh my God, it's Lena. And she also pretended to be my daughter when we went to the beach, because my daughter wanted to play instead of being my daughter.
Yeah.
So I really, really like her.
Great. And then I think the overall best atmosphere award goes to all the kids, because without kids being at a campout, there's not, the atmosphere completely changes. So I'm going to give the best atmosphere award to all the kids for being here. And if you can think of more awards we should give out in the future, let us know, email us, give us feedback. We're going to send out a survey after this. Please take a good amount of time, fill it out, let us know everything. You know, things you like, things that you think we could do better. We always want to improve, and let's see, you know, we're really happy you all came out here today.
But you should also give us what you would like us to improve.
Yeah, the only thing.
Yeah, it goes both ways.
We'll email that out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dishwashing.
On a good note. Yeah, it's just the dishes.
It's more dishes.
Honestly,
My
that is
dishes
it.
are all
It's
over
just
the
cleaning
place.
up after yourself. Everything else was, you guys were the best group ever. Honestly, you were such an awesome group. And yeah, go for it, Monica.
I'm going to interject because I can't be quiet about this. But I wanted to say I've been on a lot of big group campouts, and you guys are an incredible bunch. You parents have an incredible fortitude to come out here and brave all of this with these children, because it's a lot of work. And you guys had a great spirit. Everybody was happy. I've never camped with a more positive group of people. I'm really proud to be with you guys.
Thank you.
And,
Thanks for your help.
what else was I going to say?
What a great team they are.
You know what? Really, truly, if it wasn't for this work here, it brings so many people together and put so. She does it. She says, I'm going to do this, and then within 2 weeks she builds something enormous. And so, let's make
So you guys had a great spirit, and you know what I love is that you guys were just really laid back, really cool. You know, you need that when you camp. You can't be around uptight people. You can't make a big deal out of things when you're camping because it's not fun. That's the whole point of camping. You're just supposed to roll with the punches. Who cares what happens? And I really, really love how both of you are really laid back and cool because it didn't stress any of us out. It didn't stress our kids out. They were just smiling the entire time. And that's really important. To be a host and to do that, you know, where you're not so militant about everything, that's really important. And that's an art. And you guys, mashallah, both of you guys had that. So that's like, you know, we're blessed. We're grateful for that. Thank you. You made it really easy for us.
We knew it'd be good because you were leading us. Like, oh God, we got to sign up before other people do.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really, really good. You're very giving, mashallah. That was really, and you know, mashallah, you were so thoughtful for Farhana and Bassam, you know. You came up with food for them, for their allergies. I mean, that was really, jazakallah khair. Like, that was really kind of you. You know, that doesn't happen every camping trip when you go and people think about your food allergies. So they're very grateful.
What is the take your hat on motto?
What? Oh, take your hat. Adventure travel with a purpose. Yeah. So the purpose of this trip is to build our sense of community, and our long-term goal is so that, you know, we all know how to travel well together, and in the future we can go on worldwide trips together and do really cool things around the world. That's the goal.
Kids get a little bit older, huh?
Yeah, but you know, that's kind of our goal, and you know, eventually it'll be something like, you know, everything we'd set it up in another country, and everything will be all taken care of. We get there and stay somewhere, but then go do all the fun things. But in the meantime, do some workshops, like maybe how to filter water or hygiene workshops or different things. And then the last few days, spend it in that local community, teaching other people how to do what we just learned and giving back. So that would be, you know, the ultimate goal of our trips eventually.
And there's an award that goes to the best husband and wife team, by the way. You guys did amazing, mashallah, together. Husband and wife team. You guys tag team, and that was great communication skills on both your parts. Tag teaming, that's really good. May Allah bless you guys. A bunch of little babies that are gonna come running after you with the little hats. I can totally just see them.
We'd like to see more hats next time out in the here.
More hats.
You'll be carrying your baby.